Hello everyone, you're welcome to Flockie's Den. Here we discuss and share experiences of those that have walked the path of immigration and new things that you need to learn so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that others had made. So you pick one or two things and run with it and obviously make your settlement into Canada easier, faster, and more seamless. My name is Afolake, and you're welcome to Flockie's Den. I came about this learning a couple of years ago. This has to do with how our children learn, and it's called the IXL learning. And of course, this is like a practice or problem solving app that helps students from different grades to learn outside school what has been taught in class. It's very resourceful. I think it's important for parents that probably feel that children are struggling with some particular topics that they've been learning in class. It will also help your children stay focused with their academics so they don't do play all the time, because it just uses insights from students' works, the curriculum, and the real-time diagnostics to gather personalized guidance for each person that is learning on that. So your child can always find what is appropriate for him or her. I'm going to run you through um, it as well. Then we'll talk about how it works, what the cost entails, how you can register, and all of that. So let's go. So like you can see, I mentioned that it has four learnings. It starts from pre-K to um, grade 8. There's algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, pre-calculus, and calculus. So let's see what second grade, which is grade 2, has to offer. So let's go into the grades. We'll be looking at the third grade to see what they have to offer. Those are the topics highlighted there that particular grade would have. That particular grade will be taught in class, and so many of those topics, the headings and then the subtopics, like you can see on the screen. We'll find one of the topics and just see what it is all about. Let's look at time, and then that this is grade 3, by the way. So what time does the clock show? Then the child will be able to pick what is appropriate. We can move forward again. So we'll go back to grade 8. We're still in mathematics. Grade 8 mathematics, and those are the topics: square roots, rational numbers, operations and rational numbers, ratios, rates, proportions, proportional relationships. Those are the topics that grade 8 would be learning in their class. So we'll look quickly at one of the topics for better understanding of what IXL has to offer. Does the picture have rotational symmetry? So the child will determine, and it says no. Oh, that's correct, keep it up. Another question: does the picture have rotational symmetry? This is a yes, definitely. Brilliant. And it goes on like that. And we're at pre-K, pre-kindergarten mathematics. Look at what they learn here. Numbers, counting. You know what they learn, right? Numbering, counting, up to different number, comparison. So let's see what is under comparison. Which group has more? This is interesting for a pre-K because they'll be so glad to identify this while they play, but they're also learning. You see, they teach them money, Here it says which shape is a triangle. Identification of squares, flat shapes here. And so many more, subtraction and so much more. Now we look at kindergarten. Also counting of numbers for kindergarten, numbers, counting, place value with teens. Let's look at that. Type the missing numbers. 10 equals to dash tens plus dash ones. 110, 7 ones. Well done. So that's the kindergarten mathematics learning under IXL. As your child goes higher, you can, add them to the algebra. It depends if you find it very useful. So this is under language arts. Like I said, there are four lessons or 4 subjects rather. Apart from the Spanish, this is language for grade 8. And it's talking about comparison, writing strategies, developing and supporting arguments. This is important so that you also understand what your children learn in school. You can also follow up with them while they do this. This is also, you can include it in part of the way they learn at home, so they don't just play away. Select the arrow that shows freezing. So here they're looking at what freezes, solid or liquid. Definitely liquid freezes. So the arrow that goes to the right. Good work. Select the arrow that shows melting. Oh, I mixed it up there. The arrow that goes to the left is the one that freezes because it's solid, and the one that goes to the right is the liquid because it melts. So we're under science, grade 2 science. Now we're in grade 8 science. Let's see what the learn engineering practice, atom and molecules, velocity, acceleration. Those are what it. Social studies has grade 2 social studies as well. Okay, now we're on grade 7 social studies, and it talks about Europe geography, African geography, the Middle East society, Asia geography. There's so many things to learn. Students will obviously be able to learn the geography of so many places. So this is an overview of what IXL learning has to offer for the different grades and the subjects that would be beneficial to your child when you enroll. So now let's look at so it also gives you recommendation. This is the setting for the parent and the child. On the right hand corner you see membership, and under the membership you can see it shows the plan. We are on the one child plan for mathematics only, like you can see, and it says yearly plan, it's $79. This is US dollars for mathematics. And then of course the billing cycle is written there. You can choose to pay monthly, which is what we did. Then on the parents column you can find the monthly, which is about 9.95 per month. It comes to about $12 in Canadian dollars every month, but it's also dependent on the exchange rate per time. So it fluctuates in a little bit of cents every month, but it's somewhere around $12 to $13. You can choose to add additional child if you have more children. 2 children will pay 13.95. 3 will now pay 17. It's an extra $4 or $8. When you add 1 child, you add 2 children, an extra $8. 3 children, an extra $12. And that's how it goes. then you can decide to add more children on the plan. So you don't have to pay the $12 times the number of children. So $12 for one child, then you can actually do another child with an additional $4. This is US dollars, by the way, and you can add up to almost 8 children. You see so many of the things back end from the parents angle side of the app. From the student part of the app, they see what is expected of them to do from their subject or their grade. But from the parents part of the app, that's where you see all of these other things that the child should be able to do as well. So like I mentioned, it's US dollars. You can decide to enroll a child with $9.95 US dollars, which is about 12 to 13 Canadian dollars. Exchange rate influenced by the exchange rates per time, so you can fluctuate between 12 and 13, and you can add another child with $4, that's US dollars, which obviously goes a bit higher as well for the card. And you can also add up to 8 children. This is a very good way a child can also keep up with learnings from school, so the child does not feel they don't understand. This is, if they don't understand something, there's so many of the practice questions per the topic that is being taught here, and they can always learn more by practicing. People use this app even to homeschool their children. It's a very good app. I've known about this app for many, many, many years. But I guess you have to be on this part of the world, Canada, US, before you can sign up. I think that's what it is. But it's something that will benefit your child. And you can cancel at any time. You can decide to cancel if you're no more interested. If you feel your child has overgrown it, you can cancel. But it's something very useful. When you have, especially the little ones that play with their tabs, they have their tablets, their iPads that they play, things, or you can download it there for them. They go there. It's like they're playing, but they're learning, also acquiring skills and learnings while they do that. So it's not just all play. They can infuse work and play, and then it will benefit them. Here is an update of the plan. You can also decide, because like I said, we had just the mathematics plan, so you can have the maths and the language arts plan, which is $15.95 US dollars, or you can have a combo of the maths, language arts, science, and social studies at $19.95 per month. So that means you have more subjects for the child, but we only chose the mathematics. Plan. So if you want the combo, of course it goes higher. Then as you add any child, it goes with an extra dollar on each plan. So this is just about the information I thought to bring to you. It's benefited our own daughter, and I thought it was something that would be useful for as many children as they learn and as they develop in their learning, to also understand how to go around learning while they play, especially the younger ones, and the older ones have difficulty with grasping or understanding, especially mathematics, which is almost what some students really struggle with. They can find where they can, at their own pace, practice, practice, practice. And it's always fun for them, when they have the badge. As a parent, you receive that badge or that award saying that your child has completed this particular subject or this particular thing. The child got 90 something percent, or this, it just tells you so much, and it's encouraging for the child, and you're also glad that your child is also learning. You can also find the analytics here in the last 30 days, what the child has been up to, the usage details, what the child questions the child has answered, the time the child has spent on the app doing a particular subject or topic. You can see 54% operations with integers on the 7th grade, 34% on integers on the 8th grade. It shows you all of those, so you will know that your child is actually practicing. So you're not just giving the child. As a parent, you also must get involved. And it shows you, this is the back end, the analytics. It's only on the parent side that you can find this. And it tells you what your child has been up to. It's very good, and I will encourage every child, every parent, sorry, especially those that feel that children are struggling with a particular subject or the other. Or you can also help any child that easily loses memory of what has been learned over the time, especially when they're on holiday or they just have a weekend and they play, and by Monday you have to reset their memory in that sense. So you just have to keep them up to this. It could be 3 times a week. It doesn't have to be every day. Don't overload them. But it's just to be consistent in the learning. Then if the child does not practice, you will see it. You will see. Then it also shows you scores on the subjects and the topics that the child has actually practiced. Thank you so much for staying glued. I know you have enjoyed watching, and definitely you're trying to invest in your child. And of course, you will reap the reward at the end of it all. Thank you guys. See you in another video. Bye.